Hello, Zomar.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Hello, Zomar.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me? This is Irvin from Cash App Support. How can I help you?
So I sent several messages through Cash App about being overcharged from a
Okay.
Lyft ride. The situation is starting to become harassing, to be honest with you, man. It's really becoming annoying. I'm only trying to accomplish simple things like going to the grocery store, going to the gym, and going back to my hotel room. I'm also a college student here in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm studying law. And like I said, I'm only trying to accomplish just necessary living necessities. And I'm being harassed. I'm being scammed. I'm being, how could I say, maliciously annoyed. In other words, I'm being maliciously harassed. And it's all done on purpose. And they're hacking my electronic devices and putting people in position in specific areas at certain times, or having them blurt out specific words and certain phrases and things like that just to get my attention and just to bother me. And it's all in accordance with literally everything I'm trying to accomplish, which is just simple, necessary living necessities. And they're also saying specific things, that they're acknowledging that I'm, trying to finish doing. And those things are very important. And some of those things are actually on my platform as well. This particular situation, like many others, I was overcharged. And this particular situation was from a Lyft ride. I was going to the grocery store called Publix here in Tallahassee. And the specific driver that picked me up from Publix after I finished my grocery shopping, his vehicle smelled very bad. And literally, as soon as I opened the door, the smell, I couldn't help but notice the smell. It smelled disgustingly strong. And it smelled like a how could I say, like onions and spices and stuff. It was really nasty.
Okay.
But I very politely said, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to call a different Lyft. Your vehicle smells very bad. And he started becoming threatening. And he said, you have to cancel the ride, or I'm going to check you. Or something. He said, you have to cancel the ride, I'm going to check you. So I just ignored him. I closed the door, turned around, walked back into Publix. I saw a police officer standing there. I told the police officer. The police officer walked outside. As soon as the police officer walked outside, then the driver left. So when the driver left, he stopped in the far end of the parking lot and stood there. And I was trying to call a different Lyft, but it wouldn't let me. It was telling me I had to cancel the ride. And if I canceled it, it was going to charge me a fee. So I messaged the driver and told him the exact same thing I told him when I opened his vehicle door and smelled this disgusting smell, which was, your vehicle smells bad, cancel the ride. And then he didn't cancel the ride. But what he did next was he continued to drive as if I was in the vehicle. And he drove to my drop-off location, which is my hotel room, and then continued to drive to Walmart. And he charged me $37.54 for all of those trips, and I was never in his vehicle. I was still standing right there in front of Publix with the police officer. And I took pictures with the police officer. I took pictures of the timestamp of the picture, everything. I even called the ADT security for the Lyft ride-sharing app through the app. I reported it to them, and I was on a three-way conference call with Lyft customer service and the ADT security for Lyft. I reported it to both of them at the same time, and while I was reporting it to them, someone in the same vehicle that driver was in drove back to the location, but it was a female driving the vehicle this time. So obviously he switched phones with the female and the female drove back through the parking lot right in front of me while I was reporting it to the police. And then after I reported it to the police and the ADT security, finally the ride finished, and I was able to call a different Lyft. But that's when I noticed he charged me $37.54. So then I reported it to Lyft, and I reported it to Cash App, but Lyft only refunded me $31.08. They were supposed to refund me $37.54. So then I explained that to the through the Lyft app, through the messaging, but it was like a chat bot. It wasn't a real person, and they just kept giving me generic messages responding to what I was explaining to them. And I was sending them clear pictures with the timestamp showing that I never got in the vehicle, showing them that the driver purposely continued to drive as if I was in his vehicle. I showed them pictures of the text messages, me clearly telling the driver that his vehicle smelled bad and he needed to cancel the ride because I have somewhere else to go. And they just acted like they didn't see any of that. And they only refunded me $31.08. So then I reached out to Cash App, and Cash App refunded me $31.08 through the Lyft app from when I complained to Lyft. But they're supposed to refund me $37.54. So there's $6.46 that needs to be refunded back to me.
Okay, we can help you to check that. May I please have the phone number on your account?
772-268-3633.
Thank you. And may I please have your name?
Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fouad.
Thank you. And may I please have the zip code on the account?
32303.
Okay. Bear with me a moment, please, to pull up your account. Well, thank you for holding. I did locate the transaction for $37.54 from Lyft. So in this case, what we need to do is fill out a dispute for this transaction. And I see as well that Lyft refunded $31.08. Okay, now I just need to provide you with the following disclaimer in order for me to fill out the dispute. And it states like this. You agree the information you are providing is true, accurate, and complete. You agree to the following statements. The information provided will be used to investigate disputed transactions as permitted by all guidelines and laws and may be shared with third parties as needed to complete the investigation. Submitting information or documentation does not guarantee a resolution in your favor. Until resolution has been reached, you are unable to provide additional documentation or information. False claims may result in the termination of your Cash App account. Do you give consent to move forward with submitting your claim?
Absolutely. And if I have to file a lawsuit against Lyft for $6.46, it's going to cost Lyft a lot more money than $6.46. It's going to cost court cost fees and transportation for me to go and come back from the courthouse several times, documentations that I need to print out and file, time loss, all the mental anguish. I'm also injured, so it's going to cost them pain and suffering. It's going to be a big problem for them for $6.46. It's in their best interest to give me back my money and not allow this person to scam me. This person purposely scammed me because I very nicely said to him that his vehicle smelled bad and I need to call a different Lyft. And then I specifically told him in the text message, because he continued to drive as if I was in his vehicle just so he could purposely scam me. I told him, you're not going to scam me. And he purposely did everything he possibly could just to scam me. So he did this out of, pure retaliation. And that's an online payment scam as well. And I have no reason to lie over $6.46. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm studying law. I'm a college student here in Tallahassee. I come from a very good, respectful, honest Muslim family. I have no reason to lie over $6.46. And I also have picture evidence proving everything that I'm saying, picture evidence that I showed to a police officer as it was happening, information from recorded conference calls with 911, ADT security, and Lyft customer service, pictures proving I was at the location. I never got in the vehicle, pictures of me messaging the driver, pictures of me still being at the location while the driver continued to rack up charges on my account as if I was in the vehicle. I have an irrefutable amount of evidence. If I take this case to court, I'm going to win because I have evidence proving everything I'm saying clearly and convincingly, far beyond a reasonable doubt. And when somebody takes somebody to court, all they need is evidence proving their case clearly and convincingly beyond a reasonable doubt. I have evidence proving it far beyond a reasonable doubt, which is irrefutable evidence that they cannot justify.
Thank you for all the details. A quick question. I see that you have 2 emails on your account. Which will be the best contact email?
It should only be the due diligence corporate at gmail.com.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see what other emails on here. Oh yeah, earthsaid at gmail.com. The due diligence corporate at gmail.com is the best email to reach me at.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Just bear with me a moment on the line, please.
Mm-hmm. What is it? What is it?
Hello, thank you for holding. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was able to escalate your case for dispute team for the investigation. The estimated time for a resolution is within 10 business days, up to 45 calendar days. Any updates or the resolution will be sent to your email. We recommend you to please keep an eye on the email.
Say that again?
We recommend you to keep an eye on your email.
Keep an eye on my email? Somebody just knocked Somebody just knocked on my hotel room door literally as soon as you answered the phone. Could you repeat all of what you just said?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was explaining that I was able to escalate your case to our disputes team. The estimated time for a resolution is within 10 business days, up to 45 calendar days. Any updates or the resolution will be sent to your email.
Due diligence corporate at gmail.com?
Yes.
Okay, and how many days you said until I get my money back?
Is within 10 business days, up to 45 calendar days. The dispute team will provide you with the resolution of the dispute.
The resolution? Okay, so they don't just refund the money back right away?
No. It all depends on the investigation. The dispute team will investigate. Most likely, they will get in touch with the merchant and find out what happened here and do the investigation. After that, depending on what is the resolution, they will let you know through the email.
Do you need me to send you the same pictures that I sent to the Lyft app, proving everything I just said to you?
Yes, actually, I'm going to send you an email right now, and you can reply to that email with all the documentation that you might have for this issue.
Okay, and what's the department called at Lyft?
Come again?
The specific department that I'm going to be emailing at Lyft,
It's
right?
the dispute team.
The dispute team at Lyft?
No, it's just a dispute team for Cash App.
Disputes team at Cash App. And do you know what email address it's coming from?
Well, our emails, I just sent it right now. It might be from cash.app. It depends. Let me see. It should be from Cash Support.
Cash Support. And you sent it to due diligence corporate at gmail.com?
Yeah, give me just a second. Let me see. No, I sent it to the other one since it was already, the system automatically took the other one. So let me send it to the other one. Okay, perfect. I did send an email again. This email is just confirming that I escalated your case. You can reply all of the information that you might have, any proof that you might have, and all this information that you send to that email will be escalated to the dispute team that would help your case. Is there any other question or anything else that I can assist you besides this?
Trying to think. I think that's it. I just received your email. It says from email support at cash.app.
Yes.
It says, "Hi, Omar. I am transferring your case to our disputes team for review. You will receive an in-app notification, an email, and an updated status and the dispute details in your Cash App within 10 business days. You can view that information in your Cash App by following these steps. Tap the activity icon. Select the cash card transaction being disputed. Tap the payment status for more dispute details. Please note that it may take up to 45 calendar days to review and resolve your claim. If you have any supporting documentation, receipt, invoice, communication with merchant, proof of return, etc., related to your claim, please attach it. This information is not required, but we will include it with your claim to better support your dispute. We appreciate your patience through the claim process. And it says the subject is RE, and then it says inbound voice general questions, and it says reference underscore 00D5W7BCER dot underscore 5005W2GNKWAREF.
Correct. So just go ahead and reply to this email.
All right. And I received this on June 28th, 2023 at 4:12 p.m. to my email address, duediligencecorporate@gmail.com. So is this usually the process of how this happens if somebody overcharges somebody or scams them or, purposely does something to them, which is considered an online payment scam, being that the transaction was through an online payment method?
Yeah, this is a process for any type of dispute. It's basically a process for dispute.
Okay. So it's not even necessary for me to go and file the lawsuit in court, right? I just have to report this to Cash App every time, and they'll be able to get my money back as long as I have the evidence proving it, obviously.
Well, regarding having the funds back, it all depends on the investigation. I cannot confirm to you if you will receive the funds or not. It all depends on them. So you will need to wait until if the investigation is done. They will let you know if you will get the funds back or not. So you will need to wait until that is complete.
So it all depends on who exactly, the driver who scammed me or the Lyft ride sharing app company themselves?
The investigation. I'm not familiar with what is the process for the investigation, but it all depends on what Cash App was able to get and investigate and find under the investigation.
Okay. But I mean, more than likely, that traditionally, when somebody disputes something with somebody in an investigation for legal purposes, for monetary relief, the person who is complaining needs evidence proving what they're complaining about in order to win. Traditionally, that's how it goes in America.
Okay. Well, like I mentioned, I cannot say yes or no because it all depends on the investigation. I only escalated what you just provided to me, and they are in charge of the investigation, and they will let you know what is the outcome after they conclude with this investigation.
Okay. And another thing too, I don't want to close my card. I don't want to cancel my card or close my Cash App account or anything like that, because I'm currently trying to find a house to purchase here in Tallahassee, and I'm at a hotel. So I don't have a specific address where I could get mail and have a Cash App card mailed to me. So I don't want to cancel my card or anything. And, I already reported this to ADT Security, the security for Lyft ride sharing app. I reported this to Lyft customer service. I reported this to Cash App. I reported this to the police at Publix, the Leon County Sheriff's Office here in Tallahassee, Florida. So I'm confident that this is not going to happen again. So there's really no reason for me to have to cancel my card and get a new card mailed to me.
Right.
Yeah, because that would just be an inconvenience on top of this inconvenience already that I'm forced to have to go through for the time being until it's resolved. So I wanted to mention that to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you just so you could tell them that, I do not want to cancel my card. I just want my money back.
Yeah, in this case, it's not necessary to cancel your card, so you don't need to do that. Just recommend you to please keep an eye on your email within the following days for any updates or the resolution. And as you read it on the email, you can check the status of the dispute by opening the transaction and going to the details. It will show you the status of the dispute.
Okay, and then if you don't mind me asking, have you gotten a lot of phone calls about something similar to this where a customer has gotten overcharged by a ride-sharing app and they had to complain to get their money back?
Yes.
Okay. And then have you gotten a call about this happening multiple times to the same person?
No, not really, no. Not that I have in mind right now, but I don't think I have heard or having the same customer having the same exact issue.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, because I'm really not looking forward to this continuing to happen. If it does, then I'm definitely going to be forced to file a lawsuit against the Lyft ride sharing app, which is going to be a serious problem for, my necessary living necessities that I need to accomplish, and for the Lyft ride sharing app, which I use quite frequently, to be honest with you, to go to every single necessary living necessity location that I need to go to. So, it's a serious inconvenience if, I continue to get scammed through an online payment scam.
Right. That's just.
And it was really ironic and very coincidental that literally as soon as this happened, the 850-999-9999 yellow cab here in Tallahassee pulled up to Publix. As I was telling them, I have somewhere important to go. Could you guys cancel the ride? Being that I'm on the phone with ADT security and the Lyft customer service complaining to you that this driver is racking up charges on my account as if I'm in his vehicle, and I'm not even in his vehicle. I'm still standing in front of Publix holding my groceries. A yellow cab pulled up as soon as I said that.
Yeah. Weird. Big coincidence.
Yeah, but the officer said that they're all under the same grid. All the ride-sharing apps and taxis and transportations here in Tallahassee, they're all under the same transportation grid. So it's all regulated by some sort of law enforcement.
Okay.
Just some FYI if you didn't know.
Yeah, no, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, just in case somebody else calls and complains to you about this same thing, at least, you could give them a peace of mind, to provide them some relief in this situation. Because it really is an inconvenience. I mean, it's beyond words, to be honest with you, because when someone's trying to accomplish a necessary living necessity and someone is purposely hindering their ability to do that, that's an attempt of murder, because what they're trying to accomplish is a necessary living necessity. That means what they're trying to accomplish is something that is going to allow them to continue to live. And if they can't accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, they're going to, unfortunately, die. That's why it's called a necessary living necessity. And that's what I was trying to accomplish, which was a necessary living necessity. but I was being scammed by way of an
Yeah,
online payment scam. It's really annoying.
it is.
Thank you for your help, sir. Thank you for your
Yeah.
time. Thank you for listening. What's your name? I'm sorry, I
My
didn't
name
hear
is
your name.
My name is Irvin.
Say it again.
Irvin, Irvin.
Irvin.
Yes.
Are you in the United States or are you at an offshore location?
Yes, I'm in Calexico.
Where's that?
It's in California. It's in the border of with Mexico. But it's in
Mexico.
California.
I heard a lot of good things about Mexico. I heard there's everything is much cheaper. Everything is, pretty much everything somebody wants to do here on vacation, they could do there for much cheaper.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of good things about Mexico. I heard that
Yeah.
Donald Trump has a really big hotel there in Mexico. They said it's very nice. What else did I hear? I heard a lot of great things about Mexico. There's a lot of hardworking people that come out of Mexico too.
Right. It's much more cheap here than going to Mexico for vacation.
Yeah.
And as well the dentist, like in TJ, if like a lot of people from San Diego go to TJ or San Luis because the dentist is more cheaper going there, and there are very good dentists right there.
You said TMJ, like temporal mandibular joint?
No, TJ, Tijuana.
Tijuana. Oh.
Yeah, it's in the border with San Diego.
Oh.
And I'm in Calexico in the border with Mexicali.
Wow. That's really nice. How's the beaches there? Is the water really nice and blue and all those, like the sand white? And all
no, it's not. It's a regular. It's a gray, dark gray sand, and the water is kind of grayish as well. It's cold. The water from TJ, the beaches from TJ's and Ensenada and Rosarito are cold. It's a cold water.
They might have a lot of, as they call it here, tunneling or fracking underneath the ocean floor. They do that for a lot of different reasons, for, safety, for, distribution, for all different types of things. Drilling, so many different things. It's so many different things that, people haven't heard of the majority of them. And when you bring it up, they say, is that even really a thing? But yeah, that's probably why the water is not the average color or the color that is expected and or colder than usual.
Yeah, it's very cold. Okay,
Well,
all right. You're welcome. Anything else that I can do for you or any other questions?
No, I think that's it. Is there anything I can do to help you?
No, I appreciate your time. You might get an email. If you get an email, then you can leave your comments right there.
Okay, yeah, I got the email. So it says tap the activity icon, select the cash card transaction. Okay, so I'm looking at it. Hold on, let me try this again. So I'm looking at the cash card transaction where it says 3108, and then it says to select the cash card transaction being disputed. Okay, I did that. And it says tap the payment status for more dispute details. Payment status, okay. It says 3108, Monday at 11:29 p.m. Lyft, and it says refunded, and then with a check mark next to it. So I clicked that, and now it's saying completed. Then there's two options. It says Cash App Support, and then it says close. So I click Cash App Support, and then it's taking me to. It's taking me to a screen that says, how can we help? And then it says notifications. And then it has the previous conversation I had with Cash App support, where I sent all the pictures of everything that I mentioned to you. And the most recent message where I said I was standing next to an officer in Publix supermarket when the Lyft driver was charging me money for a Lyft ride that I was not in. So is it necessary for me to send all these pictures again? Because I literally sent all these pictures and explained it in detail on this same thread that the email is telling me to go to.
Well, it's up to you. If you like, you can go ahead and attach the photos on the email that I send you. It's not necessary. It's just up to you.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I don't have to have this conversation again, because literally we've been on the phone now for 40 minutes and 23 seconds now, and I was supposed to go somewhere about an hour ago, and I was just sitting here waiting for you to call me, or for Cash App to call me back after I called them and requested a call back about this situation, just so I wouldn't be talking about this at the location that I'm trying to go to right now. It's kind of rude. So I made sure I stayed in my hotel room to finish this conversation. But like I said, we've been on the phone for 40 minutes and 57 seconds now, and it's just I'm trying not to have this conversation all over again. Okay.
So yeah, in that case, my recommendation will be to attach the photos to the email that I just sent you.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that'll be the last time I have to do that. Thank you, Irvin. I really appreciate your help, sir. You have a great day. And if you have any problems with anything that is within, my legislative power here in the United States of America as a presidential aide, feel free to reach out to any one of the informative sources on my platform, or you can email me directly, and I will try my best to help you.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome, Irvin, and you have a great day, and don't work too hard.
Okay, thank you. Okay, be safe. Any other question before I let you go?
No, that's it.
Okay. Awesome. Well, in that case, thank you for calling Cash App Support. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.